What's up, Frag Fam? So fall's officially upon us, and I thought today I'd share my top 10 picks for the fall in the niche side of things. Let's do it. Welcome back to the Fragrance channel. This is Max Forti. If you've landed on this page for the first time, make yourself comfortable. This is a channel, of course, we talk about fragrances, smelling great, and of course, how to make a great first impression. Today, we're going to be talking about my top 10 fragrances that I'm going to be rocking this fall season over the next 3 months or so that I'm really looking forward to wearing in this cooler weather. So these are darker, richer, more opulent resinous scents in my collection that I'd love to share with you guys. Coming in at number 10, we're going to talk about this particular fragrance from the house of Creed. And you know Creed, when you talk about Creed, you think about citruses, aromatic, very easy to wear scents. And this year's no different. Of course, Creed Royal Oud. It's an amazing oud scent. If you're looking for a very wearable, creamy, easy to wear oud scent, this is definitely a great gateway into the oud. However, you have cedar, you have red pepper, you have a creamy sandalwood with a hint of oud. The oud here is really in the background, subdued, very calm and soft, smooth kind of oud. It's not going to be in your face, medicinal, anything like that. It's mostly like a creamy sandalwood and a white musk that I get in a dry down, which is really appealing and very comforting. So if you want a really comforting, great, regal type of oud for the cold weather, I definitely suggest you go with Royal Oud. Guys, if a list starts off with Creed's Royal Oud, you know there's some heavy hitters to come. At the ninth spot, we have a leather scent, but it's really a succulent, gourmandish kind of a leather. If you like Turkish delights, if you like sweets, if you have a sweet tooth, you like gourmand scents, but you also want something with like a supple suede leather-like, I give you Traversee du Bosphore from Bertrand Duchefort, which is one of my favorite perfumers of all time. Look at the color of the shoes. I absolutely love this fragrance. I love the house of L'Artisan Parfumé. I'm glad to revisit this fragrance. I haven't worn this in a little while. It was, you know, with so many fragrances, you kind of forget sometimes. I was so glad to revisit this fragrance about a week ago. This is so sensual, so supple. It's such a very comforting kind of leather with that gourmand Turkish delight, sweet, almost honey-like effect that you get with this fragrance. A fantastic fragrance at number 9 from L'Artisan Parfumé, Traversee du Bosphore. This next one I have a full review on. It's probably one of the better releases from 2018, of course, from Tom Ford Private Blend. This is Fougére d'Argent. Think of classic fougères of old that are bold and brash and in your face. This is a more modern structure from that original lavender, caraway, and oak moss. Since you can't get oak moss anymore, Tom Ford, substituted that oak moss note with Akigala wood, making this fragrance extremely modern, very mass appealing, and easy to wear. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's thick enough to cut through the cold, but it's also subtle and really gives you this sense of regality. Tom Ford's Fougère d'Argent is really modern, appealing, yet provocative. Guys, don't miss out on this one. Go check it out. Fougère d'Argent at number 8. At the 7th spot, guys, from Yves Saint Laurent's Private Blend, we have none other than Tuxedo. Now, Tuxedo is an Oriental with cheaper tendencies. The fragrance is extremely appealing. It has a designer-esque quality about the scent. Tuxedo never ceases to amaze me because of how great the scent smells and also the kind of positive attention that it gets me. Ambery, a bit spicy, creamy, rosy, with a tinge of animalic hint to it. Yes, modern, sexy, and appealing. That's Tuxedo. This next scent at the 6th spot to me is a perfect Oriental scent, the epitome of a great Oriental scent. Released in 2000, this fragrance is fruity, it's balsamic, it's mysterious. Of course, we're talking about Arabie. You've got dried fruits, spices. It's like, it takes you to a journey in the Middle Eastern markets with the spices, all the great incense, rose, dried fruits, honey. It's just, it's a journey in a bottle. It'll take you, it's a transcendental kind of a scent. If you want something to transport you to the Middle Eastern, I think this fragrance is great for the fall. Look at the color of the juice. I've actually worn a lot of this juice. It's something that you don't need much. 2 sprays here, you're going to radiate. The scent will stay on your skin for a long time. We're talking myrrh, we're talking honey, we're talking all these beautiful Middle Eastern spices. A little bit of incense, a little bit of honey. If you want something that's really transcendental, really it's going to transport you to the Middle Eastern, if you love daring scents, but also with a little bit of a sweet nuance, definitely check out Arabie at the 6th spot. You guys know how much I love vetiver scent. At the 5th spot, this particular one from the house of Chanel is exclusive. Of course, we're talking about Sycamore a perfect vetiver scent. Sycamore is an aldehydic but very addictive kind of a vetiver. It's green, it's earthy, and it's extremely seductive. Chanel Sycamore at the 5th spot. At the 4th position here in the countdown, we have a fragrance from the house of Phadon that I don't hear much about. It used to get some really good talks here in the Frag Fam, but over the past couple of years, no one's really talking about it. I love the fragrance because it has similarities to Tom Ford's Private Blends Tobacco Vanille. However, when you factor in the size of the fragrance, the composition itself, and how good it smells, the performance, which is actually better than current formulations of Tobacco Vanille, when you put it all together and you factor it in, this is actually a much better proposition. Of course, I'm talking about Tabac Rouge, or translating red tobacco. This is a beautiful, indulging, phenomenal composition. If you like Tobacco Vanille, if you like resinous, opulent tobacco and honey and cinnamon, this here is your cure right here, guys. I'm gonna be rocking this fragrance when the weather gets cooler out, when it's cold. This will definitely cut through the colder, days of fall, and it's gonna get me smelling amazing, very opulent, very seductive. Tabac Rouge at the 4th spot. This next fragrance here at the 3rd spot has quickly become my favorite Parfums de Marly fragrance. It has such great quality, some exotic elements, it's blended to perfection, and it borrows elements from other greats from this house, like Wajan, Herod, and Leighton. You put it all together, you add some beautiful cardamom up top, like I said, some exotic elements. It's a sweet, creamy, sensual elixir. Of course, I'm talking about Carlisle. Carlisle has such a distinctive but exceptional character to the scent. Like I said, borrow elements from different Parfums de Marly, but makes it so unique and it takes it to the next level. Guys, don't sleep on this one. At the 3rd spot, Carlisle. At the 2nd spot, this fragrance here from the house of Amouage. Now, I could have picked a few from Amouage, but this here is a majestic scent that's fit for a king. We're talking about blackcurrant, we're talking about plum, dried fruits, with a hint of incense and a dab of oud. Of course, I'm talking about the great fragrance Jubilation XXV. Look how much I wore this juice. I actually have the current formulation, but the original is the one that's going to give you tremendous longevity and projection, and it's just so well blended. The current formulation is actually as good when it comes to the scent profile, but it's going to fall a little bit short when it comes to the performance. So at the 2nd spot, one of my favorites of all time, it's a Oriental Fougére with a gourmand kind of tendency. Of course, Jubilation XXV, a scent fit for a king. At the number 1 spot, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fragrance that to me embodies all that's great when it comes to putting together spices and citruses. It borrows elements and components from the great island of Naxos. This is a sweet honey tobacco that's extremely well blended and composed, and it's going to keep you coming back for more. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the great XERJOFF NAXOS. This fragrance here, if I could only have one for the fall, this would be it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my top 10 picks in the niche side of things. Please let me know what you guys are looking forward to wearing this fall season. Let me know down below. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to show your support. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications so you guys always get first dibs on anything and everything that happens in the fragrance world. In the meantime, as always, stay fragrant, keep on spraying, but remember, it's not just what you spray, but it's also how you play. I'll see you guys in the next one.